something dramatic gonna happen?
It's possible. Oh, we don't know. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sati. Cumpleaños feliz. Happy birthday, Sati. Yes, so.
Felicidades. Amarte. Mira, ¿qué tienes? Good life to all of you.
Yes.
Woo.
As they say in Romania, may this be the worst day of your life.
That's good.
It's a good one,
Yeah,
right?
that's very good.
Cheers, Charlie.
To people who live in our hearts, who aren't here with us today.
I was at work in front of the computer preparing some things, and the secretary of the department came in and said that there had been an accident at the World Trade Center. And I looked out the window and I saw that there was smoke coming out.
I had gone on a walk early in the morning, like 7:30 in the morning. It was such a beautiful morning that I took a longer route than I had planned. When I came into the building from my walk, the porter in the building said, "Oh, there's a big fire at the World Trade Center." And I ran up the stairs to the 4th floor where we lived, turned on the answering machine. There was the message from Greg, and he was in the North Tower. And the message said, "There's been a terrible accident at the Trade Center. Call Elizabeth."
I was in my boss's office, and there was a big window facing downtown, and I said to her, you know, I see a fire, like I see flames in the Trade Center. I said, my husband works there.
Then it unfolded that one plane had crashed into a building and then a second plane crashed. So we knew right away that it was something bigger than an accident.
I got a hold of our daughter, and Julia asked, "Where did he call from?" And I said, "I'm sure he called from outside. Who would call from inside a burning building?"
My mom called us, and I just had a feeling that things were bad from the beginning, and so, but we kind of went along with it because you don't want to give up hope and all that, so we hung up the phone, and then we, made plans to go down to New York.
Here at Ground Zero, the numbers are overwhelming. According to New York's mayor, 4,763 people missing, 30,000 body bags made available.
There was just chaos. It seemed unreal, because I just knew that Greg, he would come up. And I also saw the buildings fall and knew that it had to be really bad.
The CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald had organized a huge database of everyone in the company who had, worked in the building.
We went through the motions of going to the hospitals where there were lists and still had hope that he was somewhere in some emergency ward. But I think we knew by the end of the day that something was wrong, that we wouldn't admit it to ourselves, but we had this hunch that he had died.
So we had about 36 hours to not have to accept it, but for it to be there waiting in the wings as kind of a growing conviction, but we'll hold out. That's how it happened.
So that was the beginning of a new mode for us.
But now that war has been declared on us, we will lead the world to victory.
This enemy attacked not just our people, but all freedom-loving people everywhere in the world.
No cave is deep enough to escape the patient justice of the United States of America.
This will be a monumental struggle of good versus evil.
We had been talking about what we thought the political implications of this would be. Our government was going to probably react in ways that we would not ascribe to. I think on looking back, it helped us handle the grief in a sense, because we're trying to make sense of why this happened. And then one morning after breakfast, Orlando disappeared into the other room and came back about 15 minutes later with a letter that he had composed, not in our son's name, which synthesized what we had been talking about.